Hi, everybody. I'm just going to do a little bit of a tarot reading on this eclipse because it's pretty intense. We're in the eclipse portal right now. We're starting to see some of the, I would say, crises associated with eclipses. For instance, the boat hitting the bridge in Baltimore is a big ecliptical type of a situation. Plus, where I am, I've been hearing some pretty rough reports of accidents and head-on collisions and some pretty strong ecliptical type life pivoting occurrences, which can be in the form of a crisis or an accident. So if you have anything challenging in your chart around these eclipses, it is a good thing to stay low key and not get around too much. It is an Aries eclipse ruled by Mars. Mars is going to be conjunct Saturn at the time of this eclipse, which is not necessarily, those are two malefic planets. That's Mars and Saturn together. And this depositor of the eclipse is Mars. It is in Aries. And that is going to be conjoining Saturn. So this is not easy. These are heavy, intense energies. Two malefics coming together, which will show up as some sort of, whenever usually Saturn kind of oppresses and hides things, and or not hides things, but holds things back, blocks movement, blocks things from happening. Mars is the opposite. Mars is action and making things happen. And it's the energy of Aries Mars. It's Mars, and it's initiative. So there's some sort of clash between these two forces meeting up here during this eclipse. And it's possible that and then we've got that Uranus and Jupiter conjunction happening. It's within orb during the eclipse. It happens technically on the 20th, but we're feeling it during the eclipse on the eclipse day because it's within orb. Jupiter, I think, is within about 3 or 4 degrees of that conjunction, or 2 degrees. Let me just double check. So that would be another aspect to look at on the eclipse, because Jupiter will be at 19 degrees and the eclipse is occurring at actually 19 degrees as well on the, shall we say, at that time. So Jupiter will, in order to make an exact conjunction with Uranus, it will take another week and a half until the 20th. And then Jupiter will be at 21 degrees, exact same degrees as Uranus at 21 degrees. And this eclipse is happening at 19 degrees. So whatever planets anybody has within, I would say 15 to 25 to 26 degrees in the cardinals, you're getting a lot of activity happening in these eclipses. Your life will shift and change. So the Uranian and Jupiter conjunction will be felt during the eclipse, and so will the Mars and the Saturn conjunction. So let's take a look at these cards. That's like, what degree will Saturn and Mars be at? That's another interesting thing to look at. What degree will Saturn and Mars will be at 14, 13 degrees. So, why did I use it? I used this. Where'd you go? Okay, there you go. So Jupiter is making a wide sextile to that, which is good, which is helpful. And I would say that on the whole, people are going to see some kind of a crisis, or some kind of I would say some sort of a coming down of an old structure that isn't working. I mean, it really is. This is the eclipse where we change a whole structured way of living. I mean, I think we're going to reestablish a whole new structure in society and in our own personal lives. And I think with Mars being the depositor of this eclipse puts us into an energy of action around these eclipses. Aries is very much action, motivation, drive. Saturn there, something motivates us, something inspires us. It could be a crisis, could be a situation that we have to act in, that we have to take fast action around. Or it's just simply new actions with revelation, clarity, opportunities coming in that set us free, because a solar eclipse, when it's involving the sun, it's things happening outside of us. The lunar eclipse is internal. So with this solar Aries eclipse, where we're really being stimulated to act, to take action, to respond to some sort of a situation that has been structurally unsound in some way in our lives, that we then repair and we take actions to fix, which then takes us forward into a brand new cycle and chapter that will look very different to the way our life has been prior. All right. Thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.